You know, they say that friends are the family you choose. And when I think about that, I realize how lucky I am to have Madala in my life. We shared some crazy times. I mean, you wouldn't believe. Plenty of laughs and moments that have shaped us into who we are today. But for me, what really stands out about him, specifically his character, is how he's always there. Not just for me, but for everyone in his life. Whether, it's just simply just being the joy in the situation or even lending a helping hand. He's just that kind of a guy. The one you can always count on. But don't just take my word for it. Let's hear from the people closest to him and what they have to say. What's one word you would use to describe Rob? You can use multiple, yeah.
Inspirational. Smart.
I would use intelligent to describe Robert.
I mean this in the best way possible, but weird.
Athletic. That guy can jump high, recovery, he can run quick. Volleyball, I call that guy the great Olochana for a reason.
Very, very calm, peaceful.
Enthusiastic.
Coca-Cola-stic.
Robert, I'll describe him as an introvert, very much to himself, going about his business quietly without saying much.
What's your favorite memory with him?
Favorite memory with Rob? Ooh, it's a tough one. I think my most memorable memory is last year when I went to his house. And then he showed me his Oros collection. And they were flavors that didn't know existed. Did you know that there is a ginger, what is it? A ginger beer flavored Oros?
Probably that one time when we were at the farm at Ohambo and we were laughing at Uncle Petri when he was telling us a story about the ducks. He got robbed of his phone and ID, and then he thought the robbers followed him back home, so he pulled out a gun, but it was actually just ducks at the window. Yeah, that was funny.
I actually have two favorite memories. One was with Anotida and I and Rob last year, from grade 10 through grade 11 at Mr. James, just doing math and always waiting for our parents outside and not just taking like the most ridiculous photos or doing the most ridiculous things and just making each other laugh. And I think the second one would be SOS. You might not remember it, but I remember. So it was definitely fun.
Probably one of the times where we're stuttering or like in math. Because like whenever we sit in math, it's either he says something, then he stutters, and then I call him a DJ, a verbal DJ. Or when we're just chilling in math and we're like playing music and then we're just putting bangers back to back, making our own playlist and that.
The time when we played volleyball outside. Yeah. And it taught me how to do this thing.
Oh yeah, the setting, yeah.
It would be like the times where we'd like goof off in German when we still shared like the same German class and we weren't that many kids. We'd like goof off a lot. Like we weren't serious in that class. We'd like all sleep and we'd like take videos, dance, and Robert used to climb on like cupboards and hide inside them. And it used to be really fun. Like it was like a great vibe.
Favorite memory is the time we were going from Mr. James in a Yango, and the Yango driver went to go pick up someone else. And Oprah got this nice Yango, and us we got this skoro Yango, and I was dying, bruh. But like, yeah, and then the Yango refused to drop me first, and then him.
I think every memory with him is like my favorite. Like whenever like we're together, when we're not angry at each other, like when we're laughing at like memes.
My favorite memory with him is when he was, young little boy, and we were together at the cattle post. And of course, as a man, one always pride himself to be, around animals, in touch with nature, confronting at times wild animals and so on, but also doing chores that might be culturally people think, this a man must be able to do ABC.
Yeah.
What still stuck in my mind is when he was trying to chop down a tree, whether I forced him to or what my doing was doing, I don't remember. But I could recall how he was, maybe struggling because he didn't have the skill. He wasn't really familiar with how to wield the axe. So yeah, eventually, well, I helped him, but at least he gave it a good try. And, the other part is when he tried learning how to first time milking a cow, sitting on his haunches and with a hollow trying to milk, but yeah, it's a memory because I think he felt proud that day. And of course, as a dad, I was also, yeah.
What's one thing about him that always makes you laugh or smile?
It's just nice. It's like he's funny. So funny.
Whenever that guy gets tired, whenever he loses energy, that guy, he says the most random things. He'll start trauma dumping at one point, and then one of us will say something dumb or something out of pocket, and then we just start laughing instead.
His cousin. Yeah. What?
Probably when he talks about anything that he's passionate about. So, cars, he loves cars. Whenever he talks about that, it just.
He always has to pitch in a joke, but perfectly. And I think that it's like, I just love that about him. Sometimes, no, he's not too serious. Sometimes, maybe a bit too nonchalant. But I just love how, if he's not even in a good mood, he will just try to say something funny or try and understand where we're coming from in any type of situation. But one thing, Robert will always be there for you.
One thing about Robert that always makes me laugh or smile is the fact that he has such a glow up. Like from Holy Cross Convent until now, he really has changed, And he's really fun person to be around, and he's really great as a mentor in volleyball. And yeah, and when he started after his side quests,
The way how he studies.
Robert just makes me smile a lot. I don't know, I hate seeing him sad. I feel like Robert's the perfect person to brighten up your day. I'm going to say that.
Whenever I'm feeling down or I'm not feeling well, I'm sad or something's going on or I'm mad even, he'd approach me and he'd comfort me, not in the typical way, but in a way that makes you forget about the actual problem. It's so unbelievable that you start laughing and you forget that, dang, I was just sad right now, I was just mad, and it just takes your mind off things. And it's actually it's a skill. Not everyone can do that, but he does it really well.
When he decided to do something, and he will tell you, no, you can tell he doesn't know what to do, but he will tell you, no, I got the hang of this. Don't worry, I'll get it right. It will not take him an hour. Sometimes it takes him a day or two. Then eventually we come say, yeah, I told you. Yeah. And the one other thing is when he tries to, write in his own mother tongue, which he did not study at school. So it's a new thing, and in as much as you appreciate, you also bound to laugh at some words that you write, either upside down or in some funny way, and you'd struggle to figure out what is he trying to say. Yeah.
Okay, so now this part is a bit more special. I have a few special words. Now, as Rob is heading to adulthood, is there any piece of advice you'd like to give him?
Going into adulthood, then some advice. Yes, I'll have something to say. I hope you will not forget it. In one of the books called Mishnah Utskin, it talks about peace. And peace is like a vessel that holds all our other precious blessings in our lives. The blessing of peace really is the ultimate blessing, since all other blessings of the world are contained within it. It's through peace that you can achieve mostly what you want to achieve. And it's not only peace of being happy, but peace of your soul, peace of your mind, peace of the body, and peace around everybody that you encounter. And also an advice to say, well, try to not cling towards evil inclinations, but ask the guidance from the Creator that He leads you towards good inclinations all the time. That is the piece of advice I can give you. Now, having said that, I'm going to say this. I hope you will remember, you will understand, and whoever else listens would understand. We call him Robert. Robert is a name that was added on, but his name is Damongoshi. Damongoshi, amohaiti neo hantu anda Georgia, mwande umono, guo kondo gana ngolo, wana dula goma wilo. Ekondo bore kwa lugala, Washiwasha nyengo mndilo, untiwa nyengo ndalu ya nerianga. I'm sure he knows what I'm talking about.
And before we wrap up, I just want to say something too. Madala, you've become more than just my best friend. You've become my brother, my family. Thanks for always having my back, being loyal, cheering me up, making me smile. And I hope this birthday reminds you of how much you mean, not just to me, but to everyone. Here's to many more years of unforgettable memories. And with that being said, we would all like to say,
Happy birthday, Rob.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Robert.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday, Rob.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Robert.
Happy birthday, big dog.
happy birthday. I love you to bits, man.